Hello. This is me coming at you from a slight absence that I've had on YouTube. I've only made like 3 videos and I was like, well, I'm out. I need a break. That was hard. Truthfully, because I'm all about being honest in how you feel and not trying to come across as some kind of self-help guru that has their shit together. I just haven't been feeling good. The past couple months have been really weird. I feel like I started off the year quite well, and then a little bit of uncertainty kind of kicked in, and as a result, consequently, haven't been feeling the best. I know what it is. It is navigating the uncertainty that is change. It's that in-between stage whereby you know there's something better and something exciting on the horizon potentially, but you're also not attached, I will say, but you're somewhat grieving things, processing things from the past, and you find yourself at a standstill somewhat with both in your periphery and not knowing really what's next. And uncertainty, I think, for anyone, especially in the form of change, brings a lot of anxiety. It makes you want to grasp on tightly to any form of control. It makes you not be able to be fully present with your day, and the things that you might have appreciated before kind of slip by the wayside. Which is why when I went to see this beautiful film, Perfect Days, today, it's the one that I've plastered on my wall behind me. Yes, I unashamedly took a lot of these flyers and put them on my wall as a reminder, because the point of this beautiful Japanese film is really, I think, this is a takeaway that I took anyway, about finding joy in the small, mundane parts of one's day. Brief summary: the protagonist is a janitor who cleans these really aesthetic toilets in Tokyo. Like, I swear, when I was watching this film and I saw some of these toilets, public toilets, I was like, they don't look like that here. Like, anyway, sorry, that was a little segue, but basically it just chronicles his day-to-day from the moment he opens up his eyes to him getting home and going to his local eatery for dinner. Like, everything is regimented, and it was so satisfying to watch, but more so because of how he was and his presence in connection with these little daily routines and rituals which most people find mundane. He would open up his door first thing, and even if it was a little dreary outside, he, without fail, would look up at the sky and just smile. And how I interpreted that was just, he was thankful, he was thankful for another day. He looked forward to all these little routines that he had in place, like little milestones almost of his day. And I feel like the point of having him have a kind of profession like as a toilet cleaner is because most people would look at that in a negative light. Like, most people would say like that would be their worst job, cleaning toilets. Like, it's not something that is glamorous, but the way that he carried it out, the pride that he had in his work, the fact that he like would buy these extra gadgets to clean all these little toilets and things, like, I don't know, you can't help but totally fall in love with this character and his sense of presence and gratitude for his life. So my idea after I watched this film and after I took home, unashamedly, this stack of flyers and put them on my wall is, I wanted to wake up every day, look at this reminder to have at the start of each morning and be like, you know what? Yes, things are uncertain. Yes, you have definitely felt better in your life. But smile. Put a little smile on your face. Even if you don't know what the rest of the day rest of the next 6 months, rest of the next year looks like. Smile for the things that you can see and appreciate them. I know sometimes it feels so redundant, and I even find myself, like, I'm not ashamed to admit, when I'm scrolling through TikTok or something and someone will, it's usually this person with this like amazing sense of presence and warmth. They'll be telling you to count your blessings and to be gracious and be thankful for what you have, because someone that you don't know has less than you, and so you should therefore, anyway, you know how it goes, right? There's so much value in that. But when you are not feeling great, when you are experiencing adversity in your own life, regardless of how that is in correlation with someone who's less fortunate to you, all you can think about is your own experience. All you can focus on is the fact that you feel like shit. So it's very hard sometimes for us to conjure up this feeling of gratitude that people talk incessantly about. When I saw it, though, depicted in such a way in this film, I connected with it in a different way, you know? I loved just the little moments in his day, like from him putting on like a cassette and letting these amazing musicians like punctuate his day, whether it was like Van Morrison or Patti Smith. Like, he just took so much joy in all of these things, and it definitely made me reflect on the fact that I am missing that connection to those small things, and it's why I can't fully be present in this experience of change that I'm undergoing. I believe for most of us, when we're experiencing a transitional period or change and we're grasping for that sense of control, it can feel so anxiety inducing and unnerving to the point where we make ourselves suffer through it. And I just personally don't want to do that this time around, or at this point, I should say. I want to try and be present with all the little things, even if I have to continuously remind myself to do that and get out of my own echo chamber. I don't know, I'm just tired of making myself suffer with all of these never-ending thoughts about things that haven't even happened or transpired in the future. Really, the only thing we can control is how we feel at any particular given moment. For me, when I wake up in the morning and I look at these posters slapped on my wall and I see perfect days, I'm going to just sit in that and put a smile on my face and remind myself that even in the imperfection of change, I can control how I feel about waking up on that day and smile through it, you know? So that's all I want to put forward to you. I know it's so uncomfortable sometimes when we are undergoing these moments of transition. You might feel isolated as I do, and you might feel alone as I do, but practice some presence, just in the smallest of ways. Go watch this film. I loved it. I think my mum thought it was really repetitive, but I really loved it. And if anything, I hope just what you've taken away from this video, and if you see the film, I hope what you take away from it is to strip back and to find connection and joy in those small mundane things. I think that's how you create your own perfect day, truly. And that's it.